Intro hook, asterisk, have you ever held an old nickel in your hand and wondered if it's secretly worth thousands of and millions of dollars? Today, we're diving into a coin that most people overlook. The 1961 United States 5-cent coin, known to many collectors as the Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it looks like just another old coin. But under the surface, this small piece of metal could carry surprising values, especially if you know what to look for. Stay with me as we uncover the hidden world of the 1961 Jefferson nickel in circulated condition and discover why some of these coins are now valued at amounts you won't believe. Asterisk, let's begin the journey with the 1961 United States 5-cent coin. Asterisk, the Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938, replacing the earlier Buffalo nickel. By 1961, this series had been running for over 2 decades. What makes the 1961 edition special? The answer lies in the mintage numbers, condition rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. Asterisk, history of the 1961 Jefferson nickel. Asterisk. In 1961, the United States Mint produced the Jefferson nickel at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Unlike the silver coins of that era, the Jefferson nickel was composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, making it resistant to corrosion but not particularly valuable for its metal content. However, its numismatic value it's worth to collect. What can potentially turn this ordinary nickel into a valuable treasure? Asterisk, the obverse of the coin features the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States. On the reverse side, you'll find Jefferson's famous home, Monticello. The design itself hasn't changed much over the years, making small details, such as mint marks and condition, incredibly important in determining value. Asterisk, why the 1961 Jefferson nickel can be valuable. Asterisk, in circulated condition. Most 1961 nickels are considered common, yet certain coins from this year can fetch thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. And here's why. Asterisk 1. Condition rarity. While millions of 1961 nickels were minted, finding one in excellent circulated condition without major scratches, dents, or discoloration is becoming harder as time goes on. Asterisk 2. Full steps designation. One of the biggest factors in the Jefferson nickel's value is the so-called full steps designation. Collectors seek nickels where the steps on Monticello are fully struck and visible. Even in circulated coins, a clear step pattern can significantly increase the coin's worth. Asterisk 3. Mint errors. Coins with off-center strikes, doubled dies, repunched, mint marks, or other mint errors are incredibly desirable. A 1961 nickel with an error can easily command thousands of dollars at auction, even if it shows signs of circulation. Asterisk 4. Low mintage varieties. While standard mintages were high, certain sub-varieties or special die conditions can lead to scarcity in the collector's market. Asterisk 5. Historical collectability. The Jefferson nickel series is one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history, and collectors often seek to complete their series with high-quality coins from every year. Asterisk. What's the real value of the 1961 nickel in circulated condition? Asterisk, for most circulated 1961 nickels, typical value might range from just a few cents to a couple of dollars. But here's where it gets interesting. Certain circulated examples, particularly those with full steps or known mint errors, have fetched auction prices exceeding $10,000 to $50,000. Asterisk, yes, even in circulated condition, a rare error or well-struck nickel can attract serious bidders. And it doesn't stop there. Some reports suggest that in pristine examples, a 1961 Jefferson nickel has reached 6-figure sums, with special varieties nearing the $1 million marks, especially in private sales where elite collectors seek to complete or enhance their rare coin sets. Asterisk, imagine having a small nickel sitting in a drawer, never realizing it could be worth tens of thousands, possibly even more. How to identify a valuable 1961 nickel? 1. Examine the Monticello steps. If you can count 5 or 6 distinct steps at the base of Monticello, your nickel might qualify for full steps designation, a key factor that multiplies value. Asterisk 2. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or unusual surface marks. Even a small error can massively increase the coin's worth. Asterisk 3. Check mint marks. Look for the D mint mark indicating Denver mint production. Certain varieties with repunched or misplaced mint marks are particularly valuable. Asterisk 4. Condition matters. Even if your coin is circulated, coins with less wear, better defined details, and minimal discoloration will always fetch higher prices. Recent auction examples in recent years. A 1961 D Jefferson nickel with full steps, despite being lightly circulated, sold for over $25,000. Similarly, a known doubled die era variety of the 1961 nickel brought in more than $40,000 at auction. Asterisk, these are not isolated events. Collectors worldwide actively seek these rarities, and auctions regularly feature surprising results. Why you should check your change. While most people dismiss old nickels as spare change, the truth is that millions of valuable coins are sitting unnoticed in pockets, drawers, and piggy banks. The 1961 nickel may look ordinary, but its potential value makes it anything but. You don't need to be an expert numismatist to check your coins. Just knowing what to look for can lead you to your own hidden fortune. Asterisk, think about this. A simple nickel, worth 5 cents in 1961, now selling for tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's the magic of coin collecting. Asterisk. So, the next time you spot an old 5-cent coin with the year 1961, don't just toss it aside. It might be your ticket to a small fortune. Whether you're a casual collector or just someone curious about coin values, the 1961 Jefferson nickel proves that treasures still hide in plain sight. Asterisk, stay tuned, as in upcoming videos, we'll uncover more rare coins that could change your life. Asterisk, if you found this video informative, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next episode of your numismatic journey. Asterisk, next video. Have you ever held a small coin in your hand and wondered if it could secretly be worth a fortune? Well, today, we're diving deep into one such hidden gem, the 1963 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. What looks like an ordinary piece of metal can, in some cases, be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. But before you go searching through your old coin jars, there's a lot you need to know about this fascinating coin. Asterisk, let's explore its design, history, rare errors, and of course, its current value in today's market. Make sure to watch till the end, because one small detail could make your coin worth a life-changing amount. Asterisk. The 1963 Jefferson nickel is part of a long-running series that began in 1938 and continues to this day. It features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse, or front, of the coin shows Jefferson's left-facing profile. You'll notice the inscriptions, "In God We Trust and Liberty," followed by the year 1963. Asterisk, on the reverse side, you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. The inscriptions here include E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. Simple, yet timeless. Asterisk, now, what makes the 1963 Jefferson nickel special? Asterisk, in circulated condition, which means the coin has been used in everyday transactions and shows signs of wear. Most 1963 nickels are quite common, but, like many coins, there are exceptions. Coins with rare errors, or those in exceptional condition, can fetch thousands, even over $10,000 or more at auction. Asterisk. Let's talk about some of the factors that affect its value. Asterisk 1. Mint mark and mintage. Asterisk, the 1963 Jefferson nickel was struck at 2 mints, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those from Denver feature a small D mint mark on the reverse, near the right side of Monticello. Asterisk, Philadelphia produced over 175 million nickels that year, while Denver produced over 276 million. That's a lot of coins, which makes the 1963 nickel relatively common. However, coins that have survived in pristine condition or with unique minting errors can be extremely valuable. Asterisk 2. Circulated condition value. Asterisk, now, if your 1963 Jefferson nickel is in average circulated condition, meaning it's been used and shows visible signs of wear, the value typically ranges from 5 cents to around 25 cents. Yes, that might sound disappointing, but remember, circulated coins are the most common. Asterisk, however, if your circulated coin still maintains sharp details, it can fetch $1 to $2 from collectors who need it to complete their sets. Asterisk, but don't lose hope yet, because the real value lies in rare varieties and error coins. Asterisk 3. Rare errors that could make you rich. Asterisk. This is where things get exciting. Certain mint errors can elevate the value of your 1963 nickel into the thousands of dollars range. Asterisk, look for these types of errors. Asterisk, double die obverse DDO. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, leading to a noticeable doubling effect on Jefferson's portrait or inscriptions. Such coins can sell for $1,000 to $5,000. Depending on clarity and condition. Asterisk, full steps, variety. Coins with a sharply struck Monticello staircase showing full, distinct steps are much rarer. A 1963 nickel with full steps in circulated condition is extremely hard to find, but if discovered, it can fetch $500 to $2,000 easily. Asterisk, off-center strike. Coin struck off-center can sell for $100 to over $500, depending on how significant the misalignment is. Asterisk, clipped planchette. If part of your coin's edge appears clipped or missing due to minting mistakes, it might be worth several $100s. Asterisk one such 1963 Jefferson nickel with a dramatic off-center strike sold for over $1,500 at auction. So, always check both sides of your coin carefully. Asterisk 4. High-grade circulated coins, asterisk even coins that have been circulated but preserved carefully, meaning fewer scratches, more visible details, and minimal wear are sought after by collectors. Coins graded AU55 to AU58, almost uncirculated, can sell for $10 to $50, and sometimes even higher, depending on appeal. Asterisk 5. The million-dollar possibility, asterisk. Now, you might be wondering, can a 1963 Jefferson nickel ever sell for millions of dollars? In circulated condition, realistically, no. But coins from this series in perfect, uncirculated condition with rare errors could command extraordinary prices if demand surges among collectors. While there's no public record of a 1963 nickel reaching the million-dollar mark yet, the world of numismatics is full of surprises. Unique mint errors, combined with historical significance and collector demand, can drive prices to unimaginable levels. Asterisk, imagine being the person to discover a unique, unreported mint error. Your small 5-cent coin could potentially be the next million-dollar story. Conclusion simple. The next time you come across a worn-out nickel from 1963, don't dismiss it too quickly. While most are worth face value or slightly more, those rare gems with mint errors, sharp strikes, or unusual features can fetch hundreds, thousands, or possibly more. Asterisk check for doubling, off-center strikes, full steps, or clipped planchettes. Look closely at the Monticello and Jefferson's portrait. Keep your eyes open. You never know when an ordinary coin might reveal an extraordinary secret. Asterisk next coin. Asterisk, have you ever wondered if the spare change in your pocket could be worth more than face value? Imagine holding a simple 5-cent coin, yet it could be the key to unlocking surprising value. In today's video, we're diving deep into one such coin that might just be hiding in plain sight, the 1994 United States 5-cent coin, known to many collectors as the Jefferson nickel. Stay with me as we explore its fascinating history, hidden details, and current market value in circulated condition. You'll be surprised to discover why collectors still hunt for this coin, even decades after its release. Asterisk, let's start by understanding where the story of the 1994 Jefferson nickel begins. This coin belongs to a series that has been around since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, named after Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. The coin was designed by Felix Schlag, a German-born American sculptor. His design won a national competition, and since then, the Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage. Asterisk, by 1994, the Jefferson nickel had already been in circulation for more than 5 decades. Despite its familiarity, each year of issue holds its own unique significance to collectors. The 1994 version, while considered common by many, actually hides a few secrets that make it interesting for numismatists and investors alike. Asterisk now. Let's talk about the design of this coin. On the obverse, or front side, you'll find a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, with the words "In God We Trust" along the left rim, Liberty in Jefferson's own handwriting on the right, followed by the mint year 1994. The reverse side displays Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, with the inscriptions E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. Simple, yet iconic. This design has stood the test of time. Asterisk, what makes the 1994 Jefferson nickel in circulated condition valuable? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. Most 1994 nickels found in your pocket today will be worth their face value of just 5 cents. However, collectors pay close attention to certain factors. For example, if a circulated 1994 nickel shows full steps on the Monticello building, meaning the steps are clearly visible and not worn down, that can significantly boost its value. Asterisk, in circulated condition, finding such a coin is rare, but not impossible. Coins that have been carefully preserved, even after circulating, can sell for several dollars, sometimes even crossing into double digits if the details are sharp enough. But here's the catch: most people overlook these small details and spend them like ordinary coins. Asterisk, to give you a clearer picture, a typical 1994 Jefferson nickel in average circulated condition might fetch anywhere between 10 cents to 50 cents from a casual buyer that's already up to 10 times its face value. However, if your circulated coin retains decent luster, has fewer scratches, and those all import in full steps, collectors could be willing to pay as much as $5 to $10 for it. And in the rarest cases, those coins that were struck with exceptional precision but still circulated lightly values could rise even higher. Asterisk now. Let's talk about possible errors. Error coins always attract special attention in the numismatic community. Though the 1994 nickel isn't famous for widespread errors, certain mistake coins from that year do exist. Coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchettes can command much higher premiums. Depending on the severity of the error, values can climb into hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, spotting these errors requires careful examination. Asterisk, but here's where things get truly interesting. In the world of high-grade certified coins, the 1994 Jefferson nickel can reach staggering prices. While we're focusing on circulated condition today, it's worth mentioning that certified mint state coins graded MS66 or MS67 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC have been known to sell for several $100s at auction. One exceptional example even crossed the $1,000 mark. So, why is the 1994 Jefferson nickel still so sought after? The answer is simple. Collectors aim to complete full date and mint mark sets, and the 1994 nickel represents an important piece of that puzzle. Even circulated coins in good condition contribute to these collections, driving up demand for well-preserved examples. Asterisk, you might be asking, should you check your own pocket change for 1994 nickels? Absolutely. Even if your coin is only worth a few cents more than face value, who wouldn't want to turn everyday change into a small profit? And if you're lucky enough to spot one with full steps or an unusual error, you could be holding on to something far more valuable. Asterisk, but what about million-dollar values? While it's unlikely that a circulated 1994 Jefferson nickel will make you a millionaire, in the world of coin collecting, surprises do happen. Rare errors or perfectly struck coins sometimes fetch jaw-dropping prices at prestigious auctions, though not yet confirmed for this specific year. Imagine discovering a previously unknown mint error on a 1994 nickel suddenly. Your humble coin could become a numismatic sensation worth tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's the thrill of coin collecting. And who knows, maybe one day, a special discovery from the 1994 series will shatter auction records, making headlines worldwide. Asterisk, so, the next time you receive a nickel as change, don't dismiss it too quickly. Check the date, examine the steps of Monticello, look for unusual details, because sometimes, the most valuable treasures aren't buried deep, they're sitting quietly in your pocket, waiting for you to notice. Asterisk, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Who knows, your next 5-cent coin could be worth much more than you ever imagined. Keep searching, and happy collecting.